Welcome to our channel. Watch the video to the end, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel to support us. Every year astronomers discover thousands of new stars, exoplanets, distant galaxies, and rare cosmic phenomena. NASA recently announced another bizarre discovery that no one can explain. Radio telescopes have detected mysterious circular phenomena larger than galaxies, and these objects have amazed the scientific community. This discovery is just one of the many new wonders of space. Now we present to you 5 of the strangest, largest, or most dangerous new discoveries in the universe. Who would have thought that some radio signals could carry such an explosive message? In September 2019, radio astronomer Anna Kinska stumbled upon this strange phenomenon while working on the global EMU project. What the researcher saw through the new and revolutionary ASKAP telescope resembled a spectral ring of radio emissions freely floating in space. You can imagine the phenomenon like a ring of cosmic smoke. What was it? Never before had radio astronomers discovered anything like it, and they suspect these objects are fundamentally radiation. Fascinated, astronomers continued their research, and shortly after another EMU team member, Emil Len, discovered a second even more sinister ring. The new phenomenon was named odd radio circles. International astronomers generally use the abbreviation ORC for these phenomena. Of course, ORCs are not entirely new in space. Only now can we see them, or rather, hear them. Radio astronomy does not detect visible traces of light in the cosmos but uses huge dishes to collect every possible signal from the universe. Radio telescopes are located around the world and consist of a single large dish or many smaller dishes located close to each other in large structures. The discovery of the ORCs marked one of the most exciting moments in recent radio astronomy. ORCs are not ordinary space objects. Their precise circular symmetry and uniform diameter of about 1 arcminute represent an absolute rarity in the field of radio astronomy. The circular features are unusual and often indicate spherical objects, like supernova remnants or planetary nebulae. But ORCs do not fit into any of these categories. Moreover, they are not connected to other known phenomena, such as gravitational lensing, which produces the so-called Einstein rings, nor do they have anything to do with double-lobed radio galaxies, as initially thought. An exciting fact is that some of these ORCs appear to have central galaxies in their radio spectrum. You can imagine how large these objects are if they can host entire galaxies. But not all ORCs have a galaxy at the center, which is why astronomers have not yet hypothesized that the rings are formed by galaxies. Some ORCs are like empty rings inside. Others appear partially or completely filled. These differences in appearance only add further layers to the puzzle. Moreover, these objects are so spatially close that it is suspected they may have a common cause. The scientific community has considered and discarded many hypotheses since these strange radio circles were discovered. Supernova remnants, the likelihood of this is very low. Planetary nebulae, in this case, the spectral indices are not suitable. The idea that they could be part of a star-forming galaxy or a ring galaxy has also been ruled out due to the lack of optical emission. Even the possibility that ORCs are associated with gravitational lensing was soon discarded, since the symmetry and alignment were not suitable. So far, investigations have raised almost more questions than answers. ORCs could represent a completely new type of astronomical object and show us that perhaps we are still only scratching the surface of understanding our universe. Space, seen from a new angle, is the focus of the global EMU project, which involves over 300 scientists from 21 different countries in a gigantic project to map the entire southern sky. The EMU project, short for Evolutionary Map of the Universe, observes not light, but radiation of all kinds: radio signals, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and general cosmic noise. The world's most advanced radio telescopes work together to decode every tiny beep and noise from the universe. Just like light, waves and radiation can travel incredibly long distances and, like light, are exact imprints of intricate events and dynamics in the universe. The heart of the global EMU project is the Australian Square Kilometre Array Pathfinder, briefly ASKAP. This facility, located in the remote Western Australian desert, is one of the most modern radio telescopes in the world. ASKAP is composed of 36 antennas, each measuring 12 meters in diameter and covering a vast field of view. This unique arrangement allows researchers to rapidly scan extremely large areas of the sky and discover all kinds of new objects and events. The orcs are just one of the highlights of this project. One of the main goals of the Global EMU project is to create a detailed map of the radio sky. EMU researchers have already discovered dozens of new phenomena, including types of previously unknown galaxies and exotic cosmic events that do not emit light and whose emitted wavelengths are so difficult to perceive that they should actually be described as invisible. We would never be able to see such objects and events even with the best optical telescopes. Among the most interesting discoveries of the EMU project are the fast radio bursts, which are mysterious short-lived radio explosions that testify to extremely distant events. A galaxy so small it had simply been overlooked. Who would have thought that, despite the billions of known and explored galaxies, we would continue to come across fascinating news? Bedin 1 is a galaxy discovered in 2018. The discovery occurred by chance while astronomers were using the Hubble Space Telescope to study the spherical star cluster NGC 6752, which is part of our Milky Way and located in the region of the Lone. In the outermost layers of the galaxy, Bedin 1 was hidden in the background of these observations and became visible only when Hubble observed it up close. The galaxy Bedin 1 is about 30 million light-years from Earth. This makes it one of our direct intergalactic neighbors on a cosmic scale. Despite this relative proximity, Bedin 1 is exceptionally isolated, about 2 million light-years from the nearest larger galaxy. Because of this isolation, it likely has not interacted with other galaxies for billions of years and has therefore remained unchanged and pure. With a diameter of just 3,000 light-years, Bedin 1 is extremely small compared to our Milky Way, which has a diameter of about 100,000 light-years, and one of our closest galactic neighbors, the Andromeda Galaxy, is twice the size of the Milky Way. Bedin 1 is thus very small and probably remained so small because it had no contacts with other galaxies, has not changed due to collisions with other galaxies, and has not grown due to mergers. Another peculiar feature is that Bedin 1 seems to be a very old galaxy. The stars populating it are predominantly very old, indicating that the galaxy has not changed significantly for a long time, with an estimated age of about 13 billion years and only slightly younger than the universe itself, making Bedin 1 a living fossil of the dawn of the cosmos. Astronomers use its composition and structure to read the conditions of the primordial universe and investigate how other galaxies have evolved over enormous astronomical times while others have remained unchanged. Today we know of 5,000 exoplanets, and none of those discovered so far resembles our Earth, nor have we found traces of life or other civilizations. On the contrary, we are finding a range of planets so strange, so angular, so different, or so hostile to life as to be frightening. WASP-76b and PSRJ-1719-1438b are two such worlds and are surely among the most extreme exoplanets discovered so far by astronomers. WASP-76b is an exoplanet located about 640 light-years from Earth and is classified as an ultra-hot giant. The peculiarity of this exoplanet is that it is so close to its star that it completes an orbit in just 1.8 days, constantly facing the same side towards the star. Due to this so-called tidally locked rotation, the daytime temperature consistently exceeds 2,400 degrees Celsius, a temperature high enough to vaporize metals like iron. On the night side of WASP-76b, this world looks very different. It is icy and perpetually pitch dark. It is interesting to note that the extreme temperature differences between the day and night sides cause violent atmospheric winds that carry iron vapor to the colder night side, where it condenses again into liquid iron rain. This bizarre meteorological phenomenon makes WASP-76b one of the most extreme and unusual exoplanets known. PSRJ 1719-1438b is another example of an extreme planet that shows us in a bizarre way how unusual exoplanets can be. This planet orbits around a neutron star, which is also a pulsar and has extremely fast rotations. PSRJ 1719-1438b probably did not start as a planet but as a star. Most of the star's mass was stripped over time by the strong gravitational pull of its companion neutron star, leaving behind a carbon-rich core. Due to the extremely high pressure, this core was so compressed that it transformed into a diamond about 5 times the size of Earth. 40 Jumbo dancing in the Orion Nebula. If you think we've already seen the strangest and most curious objects, you'll be amazed by the jumbos. These objects baffled scientists only in 2023 because they really shouldn't exist. Imagine 40 pairs of Jupiter-like planets performing a strange dance in the Orion Nebula, one of the most active star-forming regions in our galaxy. You heard right, pairs. The jumbos are binary mass objects in which two Jupiter mass planets are gravitationally bound to each other, freely rotating in the universe. It is impossible to discover why or how these objects formed. 40 Jupiter-like planets in one place are already an astronomical peculiarity. But here we have 40 pairs that are also completely free and not bound to any star as they travel through space. These discoveries are just a taste of how little we truly understand the universe and how much it can still surprise us with its mysteries and wonders. Each new observation brings new questions and the possibility to rewrite what we think we know about astronomy and the formation of planetary systems. The continuous inquiry and encouragement of curiosity are essential for advancing our understanding of the infinitely complex and fascinating space in which we live. Subscribe now and never miss a new video that could expand your view of the cosmos and inspire you to continue exploring the mysteries of the universe alongside the global scientific community. With every discovery, we come a little closer to understanding our place in the vastness of space.